some 23-year-old truck loving. That sounded kind of bad. So welcome to the next episode of Dexter. So guys, aloha, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this little piece I call Paradise, the Lonestar Hawaiian Garage. If you're new around here, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly gentlemen, primarily gentlemen, like lots and lots of gentlemen, like total sausage fest. So what we have here is my 2007 Silverado. We're about to hop in to head to the OG's house to continue the project on the 1999 Silverado rebuild. We did a video a few weeks ago and there's a lot of positive comments behind that video and mostly around just a father and son being able to work on a project together. I had a tremendous time working with my dad on that truck. It's alive! We want to continue on with that. So we're going to bring you along for this process. Let's get going. Man, I love this truck. Who thinks she needs some headers? Comment below. All right, guys. First quick stop. My dad needs some bark mulch. So given that his truck has been down for 10 months now, he's been trying to load it up in his Camry. A little bit embarrassing. Bark mulch time. Why now, them headers sure do look good with no fender. So intake leak, exhaust leak, no O2 sensors. All right, so here's the game plan for tonight. We got about 2.5 hours of light left. We're gonna go ahead and throw some tarps and plastic up around the garage so the paint doesn't get everywhere. So we have quite a work to do and not a lot of time to do it. Y'all wanna see something bad? This was the motor mount that came out of the truck. Your brake rotors are a little bit crusty. Sitting for a year now. All right, boys, truck is back in the garage and we did not get to paint tonight. We are going to get to it eventually. We decided to take our time and do this thing right. As you can see here, we're finding additional small locations which we need additional touch up. We could have rushed through it tonight and got paint on this thing, but since the truck is in the state that it's in, completely deconstructed, we are going to do this thing the right way. So that means we're going to call it quits for tonight. And my goodness, you can just taste, you can taste the exhaust on this thing now. And we've actually got inside the door jambs sanded as well. So this is all ready to go for primer. And guess what? We are gonna do the OEM color for the 2020 Silverado on this. So let's call it quits for tonight, but we'll see you back in a few days where we're gonna be continuing this project. Hey, before we get too far into today's video, in honor of Memorial Day, one of the companies we work with from time to time is Recon Auto Lighting. But they're kind enough to send me out one additional part because you guys have been busting my coconuts, I don't know how long now, on our stock antenna. This massive monstrosity, as you guys have so elegantly put it. So we're gonna swap this guy out for a brand new Recon antenna. But if you act quick, they have a Memorial Day sale happening right now, 15% off site-wide, and you'll get one of these rad t-shirts for any purchase over $100. So link is in description below, guys. To those military families, a deep mahalo and thank you. Have a great weekend, guys. Today's the day. Boys, good morning. 5:25 in the morning, and gosh dang, it's gorgeous out right now. We're heading back to the OG's house because today's the day. Well, kind of. We're painting the truck and primering the truck today. That's where the fun's gonna go down, boys. Good morning. It's super early. What we're gonna do this morning is get everything prepped. We got some light sanding to do on this before you hit it with paint. We have some exposed metal with a little bit of surface rust. And then we're gonna mix this bad boy up. Let's take a shot. Welcome to a new episode of Dexter. Dexter, right? Is that the TV show where the guy does the plastic everywhere? So that's where we are currently. We've taped up pretty much everything. We're gonna run one on the garage door itself and have it hang down there. That's where the garage door is gonna sit. We're gonna put 2 fans just funneling all the overspray out as much as possible anyways. And we're only gonna paint the cabin here. So we have all the door jambs exposed. What we're gonna do is actually shoot the door jambs first. From there, get to the top, and then shoot the cab all the way down. Final coat of primer going on. Let's go. Well, this kind of sucks. Decided to start raining all of a sudden. Fantastic. Figure you can wet sand now, given we have wet and sandpaper. Fantastic. So we got Texas weather doing its thing again. Rainy, cloudy, rainy again. Sunny, make up your mind. Light touch-ups. Pops did take advantage of the rain and got a clean rainwater wet sand. That's a thing now. Eco-friendly wet sanding. And make sure to get a really good coat right there because that's the most visible part of the truck.
It's like you pull your bumper off, or you like scrubbing and painting where nobody will ever see it.
Facts. Hear me out, guys. We're gonna primer gray everything. Our entire fleet should be primer gray, including the ZL1. Woo! Primer is done, boys. Fenders, hood, bed, completely primered on the back porch. Sorry, Mom. And the cab of the truck completely primered here in the garage. Hawaiian redneck paint booth coming in clutch today. Working oh my goodness, this looks good one color. Oh, it's so clean. All the door jambs have also been primered, which means his next 7 days is gonna be fun. Hand sanding all these nooks and crannies in preparation for the actual paint. And I think we're gonna leave our makeshift paint booth up. Actually, it's not super inconvenient.
Yeah, just I'm going to take that back side down. That's it.
Yeah, I need to take this one down. Hopefully you don't need your keys, because you'll have to punch through this guy.
Yeah, I might have to open that up. The truck got to come outside.
Funny story with this 91 Silverado we had forever. He drove it around like this. Not missing pieces, but primer gray. I think the majority of my childhood, actually all my memories of that truck were in primer gray, with a few being within the actual beautiful blue color that we painted it prior to it being stolen. Sorry, the battery went dead there, but I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today in this OG Lonestar Hawaiian garage. It's been quite the project getting this thing ready for paint. It's finally primered, which means next step is actual paint. What we're going to do with this thing is actually OEM match the paint color code of the 2020 Silverado and match it with the 99. It's close enough as far as the black color goes that there's area, actually literally everything that would have been the OEM black color is covered up in something. So this truck and this truck are going to be twinning here in a few weeks. Unfortunately enough, with that purchase of paint, we're going to use that extra paint to paint that hood that's in the back of that truck you saw in the last video. That thing is going to look absolutely epic. Guys, we're so close to 100K. 100K equals a new shop for me. So if you haven't yet, scroll down, hit that subscribe button below. If you enjoyed this one, smash that like button while you're down there. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you in a few days for our next video. Until then, this guy will be hanging out in here sweating his butt off because he has a lot of sanding to do. Wish him luck. Aloha. Got my Kirby vacuum. Everybody over 50, this was the vacuum of choice.
Hey, you know what? Get up! Hold it up! The same motor that's in there was invented by Porsche.
May your days be merry and bright. It's May.